season of snooze alarms, sounding general quarters, nickels, dimes for change. Pomp display of reverence of the fallen, clearly for those failing daily. Ignorance of law enforcers, no excuse by now. Sign the oath and live it. Sign the oath and live it. It's funny till it's not funny. No, no touchy coppers. It's funny till it's not funny. No touchy coppers. No touchy coppers.
So what's up, fam? We're here at the city court of Albuquerque. We are going to see what's happening here. I'll just show you, like, administrative order. See, they got an administrative order. This is the city court, though. So we're gonna find out what's going on with all this craziness. What they trying to do? What are they trying to do here? What's up, man? How's it going? Good to go? Or what are we in here?
Yeah. Actually, no. So you guys cannot have cell phones.
Really? Who says?
Just court rules.
Court rules? Is that a law?
No. There's actually rules and stipulations right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
You mean that this one right here? Maybe you want to call your county or city attorney before you make a mistake, or a supervisor. I'm not no renter cop. I'm a top flight security, and don't you never forget it.
Yes, sir. He doesn't know any better. He's
No, that's all right. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir. And what are you trying to do?
We're trying to come into the court.
Okay.
Just give us one public area.
Okay, just 1 minute.
You boys look really good with your little rent-a-cop outfits on.
Thank you, sir.
We're press. Just want to come in. We're press.
We had to have special permission. That was all. We top flight security of the world, Craig.
I have no notifications of press being here today.
Well, I don't think you need any notification other than your own statute.
Yeah,
Maybe you want to get an attorney down here because you guys probably aren't qualified to answer all that legal kind of thing. But
we're assuming this is probably the statute you're going by. Is that it?
Actually, it's this one over here saying if you try to go past here with any prohibits, I call PD.
So which one is that? Which statute?
It's second
Is
type
that just a
C
policy?
of New Mexico statute section 30-20-13 2023.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you? Sir? I said, you don't know what you're talking about.
30-20-13. So yeah, that would be interference. We're not intending to interfere with anything.
Okay, well, as far as I know, we have a strict no camera policy.
Well, that's a policy. It's not a law. Do you know what the First Amendment is?
I do know what the First Amendment
Okay.
You know
So
the
then
right
you
to
would.
freedom of press is?
So then you would know that every human being that lives in the United States, as a United States citizen, has the right to press.
Thank you.
So really, even if I didn't have what you would call business here, then I'm still press.
I understand.
I mean, we've done our research. Let's put it that way.
It's really not that difficult, you know.
I'm just trying to get a proper answer for you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I
I
get
don't
it.
know what's so scary about us.
A few moments later.
I'm checking with Ed. We just
Awesome, man. Thank you.
A few minutes later.
What's the Albuquerque Detention Center Limited? Some kind of...
So that been agreed that no cell phones past the scanners.
So, if we want to go through, we're not allowed to go through because.
When you want to hold the other one's cameras, you can go through as long as you don't have any other prohibits. We'll be more than happy to let you through.
So we're not allowed to go through.
With your phones.
So we're not allowed to go into the public places.
in here.
Yeah.
Not past the scanner.
Is that under threat of arrest?
Yes.
So if we don't, if we decide that we want to go in, and then
You
you,
try to go past it with the cell phones.
then you're going to use force, threat of arrest. You're going to use. So who's going to arrest us? PD. So you're talking for another man?
Okay, so you're just going to twist my words?
No, no. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. You might want to get your attorney down here before you make a mistake. Why don't we go ahead and get the administrative? Who's the administrator who just made that decision?
Administration.
Who is that? What's his name?
Actually, her name.
Okay, what's her name? No, ain't no look it up. So it's just a fictitious person. So it's just a fictitious person. So you just randomly called somebody you don't know? You don't know who the name of the person is? Who's the person that just gave you some kind of order that no, I'm not harassing anybody. You're not allowing me to enter into the public place. Now, I would like to speak to your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
No, you're not your own supervisor. I'm your supervisor, if that's the case. Now I'd like to speak to the administrator. I'd like to speak to the administrator, your supervisor, or your city attorney immediately. Because your attitude is absolutely horrible. Let me speak to your supervisor. Let me speak to your supervisor. What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank?
Sergeant.
You're a sergeant. Let me see your lieutenant.
I don't have a lieutenant.
Let me see your lieutenant or your captain.
Captain's already gone.
Where's the captain?
Already gone for this.
Where's? No, he's not gone. It's Monday. It's Monday. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And we're fixing to go over to the city council and speak? You have a horrible attitude. What's your name and rank? What's your name and ID? What is your name and ID?
As a city employee, you're required.
What is your name and ID? What is your name and ID? What is your name and ID? What is your name and ID?
You're contracted to the city. That means you're paid by city dollars. You are a public employee.
What's your name and ID?
It's right there on my badge.
What's your name and ID? Right here is not your name. What's your name and ID? 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 What's your name and ID?
Not a public official.
What's your name and ID? You don't work for the city? You're not a public official. You don't work for the city, huh? You don't work for the city. Does he work for the city? Do you work for the city? You work for me. You work for me. You work for me. Where's your employee master, huh? Where is he? He's right here. He's standing in front of you. Now go get your supervisor. Yeah, go get your supervisor. Go get your supervisor. I'd like to see your supervisor. Where's your supervisor? I'd like to see your supervisor. Where's your supervisor? I'd like to see your supervisor. Go get your supervisor. Where's the supervisor? Are you the supervisor, Baldy? Because you keep looking at me like you're wanting to come over here. Who are you? What's your name? What's your name and ID? Baldy.
Got him.
Yeah, you're a police officer, aren't you? You're both police officers, right? I want your names and IDs. What's your name and ID? Okay.
Yeah, number 5404.
5404.
Yep.
Now, he just threatened me with arrest for being in here with a camera. You know that that's not legal, right?
They're talking to admin.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I can stay calm.
yeah.
And that's all. Your rights violated. You're gonna blow up a little bit. I got buddies that died, left blood on the ground for the freedom to be able to come in, practice their speech, assembly, press, petition, kind of shit. You know what I mean? So when I come in, I'm not trying to cause a disturbance. The only disturbance that gets caused is because they see somebody with a camera. Now, we can handle this the professional way. If you can't handle it, you need to get your supervisor, or you need to have that supervisor get a hold of the city attorney. We're not leaving here today until I'm able to gain entry here. And if it means you guys are going to put hands on me and throw me in the back of a goddamn cruiser and bring me to DC,
that's
all right?
not what I'm here for.
Well, if I'm just saying, we'll leave. We'll take that violation because it's already happened to us once 2 weeks ago across the street. But it ain't going to happen to us again because we did our homework. We have a number of people behind us. We don't come in. I got better things to do than come in with a camera and film cops because they're just doing their job. It's because you guys are just following orders. You got some judge here wants to write an order, says you can't even come to the public space to check on your case and talk to somebody without having the ability to record what they're telling you.
Yeah, where's the
about that one.
transparency in that? How am I supposed to find out what's going on in my case? And I want to make sure it's documented so that nothing goes wrong with it. And I can't record because somebody won't allow me in under threat of arrest.
So do I come in
Yeah, that's
with
bogus.
Ray-Bans on,
Yeah.
right, that you don't know is a camera?
Got enough problems out there without people knowing their own rights, right?
We got people being kicked off the street, the sidewalk, for holding a sign saying, "God bless the homeless vet." Think about that one.
Yeah.
Think about that one.
Doesn't sound right to me.
It ain't right. That just happened. It's all over. So if I don't stand up for it because I swore an oath, by the way, did you sign an oath to work for the Albuquerque Police
I
Department?
took an oath. I don't think I signed anything, but absolutely, yeah.
For a point of record, according to state statute, not only are you supposed to swear an oath, you're supposed to sign that oath. Actually, the verbiage is subscribe. And it's not like a YouTube channel to subscribe to. It's actually sign it. And there's an actual form that the city of Albuquerque is supposed to send to Santa Fe, all their sworn, signed officers, right? Because there's a form to do that. We're being told, you guys don't sign an oath. We're getting it confirmed. That doesn't mean that it's right because you haven't been doing it. It just means that you haven't been doing it. Right? So when we try to inquire more into that, we've been trespassed from the police department for doing exactly what we're doing now, filming. Think about that one. Think about that one. Public property. Give me a private property trespassing form. Violate my Fourth Amendment right, giving up my name, address, all that information.
All under the threat of arrest.
All under the threat of arrest. Like, maybe it'll come down to that today, but somebody will be making the wrong decision. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to play games. I'm here to get shit done. And if shit's a bad word to use in a courtroom, then I'll apologize. But right now, this is shit.
Yep. I appreciate you coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we come in very peaceful until we get treated like we're, oh, wait a minute, you can't come in, you got a camera. Well, what's this thing? It only shoots 60 frames per second. It's not even automatic and it's got no kickstock on it.
I know. I don't make the rules. And
But law is law, okay? They write their little policies around things, because we've already been over the county, which supersedes the city of Albuquerque even. And if we get nasty, we can go to the state. We've already been there. So we're just going downhill like shit rolls, okay? Right here, this is what they try to keep you out of the building with. Anybody that would read this sentence would make you think that, oh, if we refuse or fail to leave, that we're going to get all this stuff. The key word is if. If the person is doing this stuff. As long as we're not doing anything, you can't kick us out of the building.
right. Well, and I hope you guys don't think I came up here to kick you.
No. Okay. But we don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you 100%.
After
And
the
if
after
you
the
care to
events,
kick us out, we'd love to. I mean, I really have to, I don't have to ask you your name. I can see it. I can see your badge number.
yeah,
Well, it's not on here, but 5404 is my name.
and he did give it to me.
Yeah.
He's been very professional. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even though I called him baldy. It's just words, man.
Thank you guys for
You can call me hippie, you know.
No,
But you're
but
professional. I
on
get
my
it.
side, no, I can't.
We've had people like ourselves
Thank you.
come here and come there with it a year ago and just got bounced, came back, they did their little YouTube channel thing, got their hits and clicks. I'm not in it for the hits and clicks. I want to make a change. I'm not just here to see the shit keep going the way it's going.
I hear you. Are you, not that it's not related, were you a vet? Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I moved here now
My
5 years
oldest
ago.
was in the service, and I appreciate what happens.
Yeah, when you got a family in there, it's a little bit
My
different
father did
because it's
20
not
years
you,
in the
but
Army.
it's
It's a lot different.
so scary.
I think being
So worried all the time.
We just need someone that is in law enforcement. And law, we're just going to look at a statute. But what the main thing is that the Constitution of the United States, which you said you've sworn an oath to, gives people like ourselves freedom of the press.
Right.
In public areas. I'm not looking to go in anybody's private office or go into some area that may have children in a courtroom. I mean, I've got decorum, right? But that shouldn't preclude me from being able to go over to customer service, ask about someone's case, my own case or his own case, over something. After being trespassed from the police department, we went up to another floor where the civil rights office is to put a complaint in. We walked in there with our camera to put our complaint in for us being illegally trespassed from the police department. The city employee behind the counter looks at us and says, I can't help you because you don't have permission to film me. I about died in my boots, thinking that I'm coming to a place that's supposed to uphold civil rights.
Right.
And the gentleman there believes that I can't film him in a public building as a public employee. There's case law. You know it just as well as I'm saying.
Well, I might not, but go ahead.
Well, no, the case law says that I can film public employees in the performance of their duties, just like people that do cop stops.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's a public place.
There may come a time where
as long as they're on the public place.
You got to be 100 feet away.
And they, you know, and the thing too is the funny thing about it is even if you're in on a private property, until the owner of the private property tells you that you're not welcome, you're welcome to be there, right? I mean, obviously, you know, if they tell you to leave, you're supposed to leave.
Right.
But when it comes to the public sidewalks and things like that, I mean, you know, what's the issue? It's the same thing as to walking in here. And so when I look at this whole scenario, I consider what happened over at the city hall. Now, security over there has finally figured out that, yes, we do have the right to walk around and film and document while we go around.
Right.
But for some reason, the police station and now the two courthouses haven't figured that part out. And I get the security.
This will floor you. We went to the public defender's office.
Okay.
To ask some questions about how the public defender's office works. She looked at her camera, said, "You've got to leave. There's clients here that they need their privacy. If they need their privacy, you take them to a back room. If you're in a public lobby, you can't kick me out because my rights don't end where there's, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, where their feelings begin. So I do understand the security, you know, the security measure of it, right? So when I walk through the metal detector, which actually technically is a violation of my Fourth Amendment, I sacrifice a little bit of my liberty for security of everyone, right? I understand that part, right? I'm not coming in here with anything on me, you know? I don't have weapons. I don't come in here to start anything or to interfere.
It is no different being on the sidewalk. It's just what you have is you have a bunch of feely little people. 9 times out of 10, they're people that don't like to be on film for whatever reason that they have. That's on them,
Right.
you know?
So
I tell people just think that you're at a parade or Disneyland.
Or yeah, don't go to Disney World because
You're in public.
you're in public.
It's everywhere. Right?
Yeah. Now, like I was saying, though, I would strongly suggest maybe having the city attorney come down here and speak to us, or maybe an administrator or whoever made that decision.
Right. As far as I know, one of the gentlemen stepped to the back to call one of the admins.
Yeah.
Just thinking.
Because we know the corruption and we know how things work. When we got bounced from the police station, we didn't want it.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
All right.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, how are you? I kind of have a little bit of a cold, so.
Yeah. I figured that might be the case. So
We're very active citizens within the community of Albuquerque.
hold on. Could I have your name?
Rachel.
And
I'm Camille.
Camille. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're trying to figure out why it is that we're not allowed to go in there. And obviously, when he first came up, the first thing he says, "Hi, we're press." trying to gain entry. So they're denying us access, and we're trying to figure out why. And I know that you've got this administrative order posted, and people are trying to tell us, well, that's a policy and all of that. But policy, one, doesn't go ahead of the statute. Number two, it doesn't go ahead of the Constitution. So, and I say the Constitution, I mean the Constitution of New Mexico or the Constitution of the United States, right? So, trying to figure out why we're not being allowed entry.
You got it. I'll be happy to answer that for you, sir. So you all would be allowed entry, obviously. This is a public building.
Yeah.
And so it's the cell phones, of course, that are the issue. And so with that being said, I deal with all of our media relations. And so if you are a credentialed member of the press, we'd be more than happy to let you in with a media authorized camera.
And do you have them forms here?
So no, hold on. Before we get to that,
Yeah.
you mentioned credentialed media. What is credentialed media?
So that's somebody who regularly publishes news.
Okay, so then that's your definition of credentialed media?
That's the New Mexico definition.
So
yes.
so what does that have to do with press?
So that's media, which is the same thing. Press, of course, is newspaper.
Yeah, media is not press.
I'd have to disagree, sir.
Yeah, well, that disagreement, you can disagree all day, but media is just a portion of press, right? So every citizen in the United States, maybe it's something that you don't know, maybe it's something that you don't understand. Perhaps I could educate you. And maybe you haven't looked at the First Amendment. Do you know the First Amendment?
I sure do.
Could we step up? I don't want to be accused of like
Interfering. Yeah, or anything like that. Yeah, so do you know the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Sir, I haven't been really up to date on that for a while. Wasn't really prepared to come and do my civics education quiz down here today.
Well, it's really not civics, it's the Constitution. It's more of a constitutional question. But you did say that you know the First Amendment, right? And so I would have expected at least that you would know the 5 elements, right? So there's religion, assembly, press, petition, and speech, right? One of those is press, right? So with the press, right, do you know what the press is? You say it's media. The problem with that is media is just a small portion of press.
And I think, sir, this is kind of wasting time as far as the point that we're wanting to get to. Are you all with the Credentialed Media outlet? We're more than happy to look at your credentials.
Of course we are.
And
Look
what
at the
is that?
Constitution.
No, sir.
No,
Do
you don't want to
guys
look at the
publish news
Constitution?
regularly? No, I'm not required.
Well, see,
to,
here's
sir.
the thing. You're asking a personal, private question of me, and I'm not going to sacrifice my Fourth Amendment to you or him or anybody.
Okay.
Right? I understand security, right? So I sacrifice a little bit of my liberty for security, but you don't need to know where and when I publish. And if I say yes, I do publish, right? That's a piece of information that you're not privy to, right? If I say no, it's a piece of information that you're not privy to. This is the thing. You're trying to call press whatever you want to call it, okay? The problem with that is you don't get to define press. You know who gets to define press? The people. And at best, Supreme Court maybe has some interpretation. But the funny thing about that is they've already interpreted, right? Every single citizen in the United States is what you would call credentialed media, because that's covered under the Constitution, the First Amendment press. Do you understand?
I can say that I don't agree with you, sir.
Well, it's too bad that you don't agree, because the thing is what they're trying to do is trying to refuse entry under threat of arrest. And if you're saying that you're going to take responsibility for that, then I will file a 1983 Title 42 on you. You personally will be sued. You do understand that, right?
I do, sir.
You do understand that, and you're okay with that.
We can just get
No,
back
if you're
to what
no,
the
if
court's policies are,
I don't
sir,
care about the
I'd be
court's
more
policy.
than
I
happy
really
to
don't
talk to you
care.
about
Listen,
this.
I don't care
No,
about the
but
court.
sir,
What you're trying to do, is violate my rights, my right to press
But, sir,
in a
you can
public
make a policy
place.
to say
And
there's
then
no
this
black
officer has been super professional. He's been super professional. He's only following orders. So what he's doing, he's following your orders.
So I
Correct?
just-
Following the order of the court. You
Okay.
are allowed in the courthouse.
So are you not the head of the order?
Sir.
Are you not the head of the order? You're not the one who can make the order?
Sir, no, we go ahead and let you know.
So
what our
you can't make the
policies and
order. So
procedures
you can't
are.
make the order. Can she make the order to have you arrest us? So he's not going to answer. Can you make the order to have him arrest us?
We can make sure that the directive has been channeled down, and they all know our policies, sir.
So you can make him put his hands on me.
So I think that
No, you need to hear me out. I don't have to say, I don't have to listen to you at all. What you have done is you've put up a blockade at the door. And that's a problem. So you're giving me an order now.
Sir, yes, I am letting you know that our policy.
So you're giving me an order. Under what? Under threat of arrest? Under threat of arrest, no, ma'am.
I am not a law enforcement
Ma'am.
officer. So, sir, I think
Okay, so then you can't give me any kind of order, period. So what you need to do, who's your supervisor? Who's your supervisor? Who's your supervisor? Who's your supervisor? Yeah, okay, well, I'm not a run-of-the-mill, just random homeless guy out there on the sidewalk. I am press. You don't understand it? Who is your supervisor? Who is your supervisor?
They're not available.
Who's your who are they? I didn't say are they available, I said who are they?
They're not available.
Who is your supervisor? So you're just a bunch of clowns, right? You're just a bunch of clowns. He won't give me his name. The bearded guy over there, he won't give me his name. This officer has been super professional, and you guys want to give me orders. You're clowns. The only decent human being is right here. And he's in uniform. And I don't even trust police. That's horrible. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me when I speak. If you speak over me, we can't have a conversation. Can we have a conversation? 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 Ma'am, what's your name again? Rachel? Are you her supervisor?
No, I am not.
Is she your supervisor?
No, she is not.
Are you colleagues?
Yes, we both work here at the
And
court.
so your title is what?
I work here at the court.
What's your title? 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 Identify yourself.
You clean the toilets here. What do you do?
I don't understand why it matters. We have a court.
It does matter because I'm walking into my public building and trying to get service, yet you want to stop me. You want to put up a blockade. That's why it matters. And what is your title?
I'd like to know your job function.
Yeah.
Raising your voice, I don't think it's good.
What is your title?
My voice.
This is how I talk. Do you have a problem with the way I talk?
No, we're just.
Do you want to violate my rights? You want to violate my 14th Amendment now? You want to violate my right to speech? You're not allowing me to enter into my public space.
What's wrong with your title?
So I understand that we want to get YouTube.
Why are you afraid? No, why are you afraid?
We understand.
It's got nothing to do with YouTube.
I don't want
You want to believe that, and that's a problem.
No, sir.
You want to believe that, and that is a problem. It's got nothing to do with. You might end up on YouTube. You might end up on YouTube. This gentleman will end up on YouTube because he's been professional, and I will give him all of the accolades that he deserves. But what you've done is you've raised your voice at me now. You are raising your voice at me now. He's asked me to lower my voice, and then you raise your voice. How does it look to him if I'm sitting here raising my voice and then you raise your voice, right? If you raise your voice and I raise my voice, if we're going back and forth, it makes no sense. Why don't we just sit here and have a conversation about the real thing here, which is that you're not allowing me to gain entry into the courthouse, which is a public space.
You are welcome
Now,
to come in.
now you're absolutely unprofessional. I am authorized by the Constitution of the United States. You want to believe that I'm not, but it's true. I am absolutely authorized.
So, sir, I think
the people have voted. They have voted that you are wrong. You are wrong. I'm not the run-of-the-mill type person that you have seen on the street. You're just randomly picking some stupid shit out, and you can do that if you want. But you keep talking over me anyway.
I'm happy to hear you out, sir.
Okay, hear me out. If the Constitution of America, the United States of America, the country that I have friends that have put blood on the earth for, okay?
Yeah, does that move you? No, it doesn't. You're a stupid bitch with a smirky little smile on her face.
Okay.
You're a fucking retard.
If that Constitution allows me freedom of the press,
Yes, sir.
right? If I want to walk into that public service area and film my public employees in the performance of their duties, you are now creating somewhat of a long-standing screw-up, in my opinion. But just because it's been long-standing doesn't make it legal.
So, sir, I think it's important to just hear out the one portion I've been trying to say without being yelled at.
I know what you're going to tell me, that I can go in, but my camera's got to
Nobody's
stay
yelled
outside.
at you.
Sir, I think it's important to remember that we are dealing with personal information of individuals. We have victims who need to be protected. We have witnesses and jurors.
Yeah, I'm a
This
victim
is
right now
not-
of
this
your
is not a run-of-the-mill
false
public
authority.
building, okay? And yes, sir, I do understand. We've all had family members who've been in the war. Yes?
You don't know what war is. You don't know.
I'm happy to hear you out, sir. I need to be in a meeting.
No,
in
you
15
really
minutes.
don't want to hear
If
me
you
out.
wanna finish,
You've heard me out.
explaining
You want to
what you
violate
would
my
like to let
rights.
us know, I'm more than
You want
happy
to,
to
so
hear
you're
you.
not going to allow me entry under threat of arrest.
Again, you are allowed. Your electronics are not.
Since you don't have a business card.
This is an extension of
Did
me.
you-
You don't know that? This right here, this electronic device that you call my cell phone is an extension of me. If you try to take it from me, then what's going to happen?
Sir, I am not going to take your cell phone.
Okay, so then if I walk through, then what's going to happen? Then what's going to happen if I walk through? Is somebody going to take it from me?
Sir, cell phones and electronics are not allowed.
So is
inside
somebody
our
going to take it
building.
from me?
It won't go through in the first place.
So are you going to stop me by threat of arrest?
That is not my job.
So when I
So are you going to
that
have
we're
someone else
credentialed
do it?
members of
So this
the
is where
press-
you might want to get your city attorney down here.
Yeah, exactly.
Under threat of arrest, you
We're a
might
state
want to
court.
get your
We're a
city
state
attorney.
court, so the city doesn't have to.
This isn't the city.
This is a state
No,
court.
this is a state court.
Really? This is how
Our
it's labeled on
jurisdiction
Google.
is Bernalillo
Well,
County.
Google could be
Google
wrong.
is a state
Bernalillo is
court.
across the street.
That's a district courthouse. We're
Okay.
metropolitan.
So this isn't the city court. Then why does it listed on Google as city court?
You'd have to ask Google.
Okay. What? That's your problem. No, that's your problem. I come in here believing that this is the city court, but this is the state court, and you are stupid as that.
Really?
You're as stupid
That makes
as
it even
Bro,
more
if it was
stupid.
the city court, I could actually believe that maybe you're that stupid, right? But this is the state court. So what's your title? What's your title?
I don't think.
So
you're gonna
let's
have
get the
any
state attorney down
resolution.
here. Let's get the state attorney down here
No
so
fake
that
nuts,
we can
obviously.
understand what the hell is going on here.
Sir, as
Because
mentioned,
this whole
we
thing
now
is
have
a
about
fucking
10
kangaroo
more
court.
minutes to hear
This
you
is a
out.
kangaroo court. Get your
but-
state attorney down here. Get your state attorney down here.
Take him. We
On
don't
Google
care.
it says it's the city, but if you say it's the state, I walk in, there are no signs saying what the fuck it is. I looked all around the fucking building. It doesn't say what it is. So I would
don't know
assume
what your
it's
title
Google's
is.
that
I really
Google's
don't
right.
want to speak to the toilet cleaner anymore. Can you tell us your title? That's
fantastic.
all we're
So as
asking.
mentioned, we
Are you
are
the
a state
janitor?
court.
Are you the
And as by the
custodial
title
engineer
on the
over here?
Seems to be the one that's
She,
trying
she,
to flush
she
her-
believes
So it
that
is
she
our
can have some
jurisdiction.
type of authority over me.
It's our jurisdiction.
Get your attorney
sir.
down here.
So this is-
It's
if
my
you go to
jurisdiction
our
too.
website-
This is a public space.
Exactly.
Am I allowed to be right
And
here?
as I've explained many
Am I
times,
allowed to be
10
right here?
times.
Am I allowed to be right here?
Of course you are, sir.
Then what's the difference between here and there?
So your electronics are not allowed within the building, sir.
You are, not your electronics.
Oh, really? So what are you going to do if I walk through that door, right? That metal detector that you're already violating my Fourth Amendment with, which I sacrifice my little bit of liberty for your safety because you're a bunch of scared little bitches, and then I walk through, what are you going to do? Touch me? Or are you going to have this guy put his hands on me? Is that what you're going to do?
What's so scary about this camera? What have you folks got to hide?
Sir,
As she
will you
mentioned
stop?
earlier-
We are protecting certain identification information that the court holds, social security numbers.
How
date of
can you
birth.
do that?
There are certain
How can you do
documents-
that? In a public space,
There
you
are
can't do that?
crime,
So I
sure.
think
You
must
can't do that in a
understand-
public space.
So maybe
Put it
This is a
behind a fucking
courthouse.
locked
Maybe
door.
we come-
Put it behind a
maybe we
locked
come
door.
here
Put
with
it
about
behind a
50 other
locked door.
people, and we watch you folks for a month or two straight. We hang out at the parking lot. We see where you come in and you go. We take pictures of you. We take pictures of your license plates, all within legality. I'm not here to do that kind of stuff. I'm in here to go to customer service and document my questions that I have for them. And the only way that I can do that is on camera, because I suffer from a disability that doesn't let me remember things. It's called CRS, can't remember shit, all right? So the only way I can remember things is to have my camera. Now, if you want to, do you have an ADA coordinator?
Yeah, you have no transparency.
You have an
So if
ADA?
you jump on our website, sir, you can.
Ain't no
fill out
fucking
our-
website bullshit, man. Get the
Well,
fuck out of here with that stupid ass shit.
If you can't, you can't.
Get that
ask a
fucking shit out of here.
question
No,
and
you
not
want to
hear
say
about
some
it.
stupid shit about going on a website or making a phone call? Fuck you.
You know what?
Straight up, fuck
You
you.
think you're a mirror. My question was, do you have an ADA coordinator
Yes,
here?
we do, sir.
You didn't
Here.
answer it.
They're here. They're here right now.
I am not
They're
sure
here
about
right
that.
now.
But
This
if
is
you
a
go to
He
our
just
law
asked, are they
website,
here?
the ADA,
Yes.
I never
coordinator,
asked
the
you
information
how
is
to
on
get
there.
to that person. I asked you if you had an ADA coordinator.
And we do.
The answer
You're
is
more
yes.
than welcome to fill out a proper request form online, sir. It's a very simple process.
You're absolutely
proper
horrible
re-
people.
my
You're a
pro-
horrible, horrible
my
person. You know that?
proper
You have no
request would be-
transparency. You're a scumbag.
To see the ADA
Yeah,
coordinator.
you're a scumbag.
So, sir, as I mentioned,
You're a piece of shit.
everything is available
Fuck
on
you.
our website
Fuck
for the
you.
public to know
Fuck you.
that this will
Fuck
not generate
you.
hits for your
Hey,
site because
fuck you. Fuck you.
we have everything
Listen,
available
listen,
on
straight
our
up.
site.
Fuck you. No,
And
fuck
you
you.
all are welcome to come and do it. We are more than happy if you're able to fill
Would
out
you
a
take?
reasonable.
Would you
Look,
take that?
they have the
request.
option of walking away.
And kindly write your name.
They have the option of walking away.
In a way that I can.
They could have walked away many hours
and your
ago.
Supervisor's name, please,
At this
and
point.
for this woman also, because
You know you have that option, right? You can just walk away and under threat of arrest, because if you're saying that he's going to arrest us for walking through, then we will leave. So under threat of arrest,
About 5 more minutes to hear
under
you all
threat
out.
of
Can we
arrest,
address anything else
under
we need to
threat-
take?
Yes, your
Yeah,
name.
under threat
and
of a-
your supervisor's
listen.
name and your title.
yes,
Sir, we've already told you our names.
entitled.
Yes.
Entitled.
Majority
What do you do
of
here?
us, Twice.
And what do you do here?
We're court employees.
You're just a court employee. What's
Yes,
your
we sure are.
title?
Court employees.
Let me speak to your supervisor. Let me speak to your supervisor. Actually, I want a complaint form too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's get that.
That's perfectly fine. We'll be more than happy to get that.
And
Yeah.
we'd like to have one of you folks dial up your ADA coordinator on site. This is during normal working hours, and we'd like her to come down and if you can find it within your
You know, if you'd have just let us in, you could have been
black
done with
heart
this.
to
That would have been breaking.
And the funny,
policy.
Yeah, we're not.
I don't care about your policy. If you'd have just let us in to do my business, and see, you don't even realize it, but I actually do have business here.
Well, we're more than happy to help you, sir. Which area are you needing to access today? Are you needing customer service? Do you need a report
Do you
for
have your
probation?
case number? Are you here for UA?
Yeah, we're more than happy to direct you to the right floor.
Yeah, I don't need your direction. I know where to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So do
Yeah,
you have a case
that's what the
number?
directory over there is for. Actually, there's a directory right over there. I filmed it earlier. There's a directory, right? There's a directory, right? So let me ask you something. Why is it that you don't want the cell phones in there?
So, sir, as I mentioned, we're a courthouse. Okay. We
It's got
deal
nothing
with
to
a
do with
lot of
security. It's not got
sensitive
nothing to do with
information.
security. It's called transparency. You don't like transparency, right?
have to
You don't like the
disagree,
public
sir.
knowing what the hell you're doing in there.
She's
That's what it's
actually
really
answered
about.
that question,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
you're full
keep
of shit though.
talking
Yeah,
over
but you're
it.
full of shit too.
Are we?
You're full of shit and she's full of shit. Yeah, you're both full of shit.
So, as I mentioned, sir, this is a courthouse.
Are you gonna write your name
and
down?
We have.
Do you have a
number
business
of
card?
sensitive- I do not, sir.
Do you have a supervisor?
I do.
And what is that supervisor's name?
She is not available.
What is that supervisor's name?
She's not available.
What is the supervisor's name?
As I mentioned-
Name.
We will call her
Name.
later. Or maybe our
Name.
attorney will call her
Name. Supervisor's name, please. Supervisor's
We
name.
have
You
about
will end up on
2 minutes
YouTube.
now.
Don't care how long you.
You're going to end up on
Go do
YouTube
what we asked
and
you
laughed
to
at.
do, state
Now,
employee.
you have an option here. You can walk away under threat of arrest, will leave,
Right.
right?
And then we'll
And
sue
you will be listed on the lawsuit. Okay? And you're okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You're okay with losing the state some money?
I want to
I'm not
make sure.
worried
Yeah,
I
you're,
got a
about
good
oh, you're not
picture
worried
of
about it? What
when
makes you
they're
think
on the
that you're not?
deposition stand.
Well, it's funny because she's not worried about it, but she's cool with the corruption, right?
Sir, it's
Yeah,
not
what happened with
corruption.
that?
I think that
What,
you're
what happened with that
stating the
DWI
story.
scandal, huh?
Sir, that has
What
nothing
happened?
to do with
Yeah.
it.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, it absolutely does. It literally, it's the state that's the
Sir, I
fucking
think
problem.
let's talk about
You're
what
an
a
idiot.
court's role
You're an
is.
idiot.
So the court's role.
I don't give a
is to
shit
hear
what the
from
court's
all
rule
parties.
is.
Okay. Okay. Are we
Yeah.
completed? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to understand. the
So
court's
understand that
All
under
this
threat
is
of arrest,
somebody that
I'm
can
going to have to
snap their
leave, right?
fingers and get
You're
you to
saying
leave
under
must
threat
have
of
a
arrest
little
that
bit
I'm
of
going to have to
authority
leave,
over
right?
them.
role. Sir, I am not saying that in the least bit.
But you are. But you are.
I'm
But you
telling you,
have.
sir, that
You
your cell
you've
phones
told
are
me
not
if I
allowed
walk
in the
through the
building.
building
It's very
with
simple.
my cell phone,
You are allowed. Your cell phone is not. Thank you all so much.
my cell phone is a part of me.
Your cell phone is not.
Yes, it
allowed.
is. Oh, it
Or
absolutely is. The
electronics.
courts have already ruled on that one. So what you can
out
do
that
is go
proper
get your
ADA form.
supervisor.
There's no
Supervisor. 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 You have the option of walking away. Go get your supervisor. Go get your supervisor. Go get your supervisor. Please. Please go get your supervisor. I'd like to see your supervisor. I appreciate your professionalism.
You can see what we're up against. Well, big deal on some foul language. You'd swear too.
We're in America, dude.
I know.
Get with it, man. Get with it. This is the normalcy. That's the normalcy. Us being treated like shit because they're treating us like shit.
And I appreciate you guys coming in here and
we're not violent.
I know I'm not telling you what to do, but thank you for toning it down a little bit and for moving forward. And I know you guys are here trying to do what we're trying to do.
Corrective action, man. We're doing what we're supposed to do. You know that.
Can I give you 2 cents?
You're more than welcome.
Just look at the disorderly conduct because it has to do with language.
Language alone cannot be disorderly conduct. That is the case ruling. You will lose in court. You will lose in court. I may take the ride, but you will lose money for the state and the city. And why is the city being contracted to guard a state building?
I don't know that it's to guard. I'm not here to enforce.
Is this not the city court? You don't know that?
I know it says Bernalillo County.
Because I looked on city and I looked on Google, it said city. The city is across from the county, which is over there.
County, yeah.
The county. The county's over there.
Metro Court.
And then this is Metro, right?
District, yes.
This is Metro. Metro is city. So she's a liar. She's a liar. On top of a thief. I'll call her a thief. If she's a liar, she's a thief.
Why would the city of Albuquerque have you put stationed in a state?
Or a county. Or a county. You know, it's funny because the county sheriff has people stationed in the county court. And where would the city officers be? In the city court. Yes. Metro. Yeah. So we're not stupid, and yet she is lying. And if she's lying, I call her a thief. She stole away the truth. She's probably stealing money.
Do you have the ability to find out her name and her title and the other woman's name and title?
I know Camille and Rachel. That's all that I know. I don't know positions. I don't know titles.
I mean,
I appreciate you, man.
As a professional thing, you would think that if I'm coming into a building and I'm not here with a Uzi trying to gain entry, practicing my second Uzi, but and I'm maybe could be a little off base with that because of metal detectors and stuff.
And can I pause you and say thank you for not? Thank you for not doing that because
it makes the job a little harder.
Constitutional rights, but it raises a different awareness in me.
Understandable.
So again, I totally.
Hey, look, I carry mace, but I don't have it on me. You know, like even that alone. A knife. I carry a knife on me. I don't have it on me. Right? So I'm very much respectful of what's going on here. But what I don't like is that she wouldn't tell me what position she is. And that she wouldn't tell me who her supervisor is. She says she's media relations. What does that mean to me? I'm not media. I'm not media.
She really never asked for a credential. She just flat out said we're not coming in.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that we're going to go through the time that, we're not gay, we're just going to work with the same company?
Yeah. So I would like to be able to get who her supervisor is. She says she's media relations. We're not media. We're press. There's a difference. It's like I told her. There's a difference. Media is a small portion of press. Very small.
Right.
Every citizen in the country is press. Which means media is very small.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic with this, but have you tried Googling like the main head honcho here at this courthouse?
No, because the thing is, I'm not doing the phone and the website stuff. That's not my intent here. Yeah, we come here. Yeah, why do all that if we can just come here? It's the same thing when we went over there. It's the same thing. Like why? And the thing is there like some type of form that they say must be filled out? Because if there is, for media, right? And the funny thing about it is they'll say that just like they did over there at the county, and then turn around and they won't have the form to say, go to the website. So no, I'm not going to any website. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You want to enforce a policy under threat of arrest, I guess I'll just leave then.
As I told her, you could have a policy, you could make a policy say people in black shirts aren't allowed here on Monday.
Right.
Yeah. So let me just clarify.
You can't drink at the drinking fountain. It's for white
Let me just
zone.
clarify. So is it of your understanding that under threat of arrest, we cannot enter into with our persons, papers, and effects?
I mean, I hate to drag you in, but you are that person. You are the doorman, you might say, here today.
She's going to be listed.
Right.
Whereas you, on the other hand, you're just doing a job.
You want to get to
You
your
might,
supervisor?
you might.
We don't really accept that.
No.
Because we're going to the city council meeting one way or the other on this one.
Heard. Yeah, I hear you.
You might get a little bit of leeway on that because ultimately she's the one trying to give the order.
Right.
Especially a media expert.
Be somebody off the street.
Yeah, somebody they just sent down here. Here's $5. Go tell them to f off. You know, you know. Right. So is that your understanding?
I wouldn't say that, and not as the doorman. I mean, it's
so
our position here is a little different, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We respond to violations.
In a derogatory way.
Right. No, and I didn't take it derogatory. I just we're here to respond.
That was derogatory.
So I mean, it's a very simple yes and no question. Under threat of arrest, are we not allowed to enter into the rest of the building?
I would come into play if there were violations of criminal law.
Of criminal law? What if we violated that policy?
That's for security to enforce.
And is security allowed to put their hands on us?
I don't know.
They're not.
All these good questions.
They're not. You don't know.
Security is to
so
who are they going to report to? They're going to report to.
Yeah. If security puts their hands on us, what are you required to do?
All the law.
Well, that's my job.
Are they assaulting and battering us if they put their hands on us without a crime being committed and no crime being committed?
I would have to reread the statute.
Okay.
Have all of them here?
Well, he doesn't have the assault and battery. That's the one. So.
Do you mind if I look at the ones that you do have?
Well, yeah, go ahead with that one.
This might be better for you because...
No, and I think that's a good one to have.
That is definitely the good one to have. Yeah, there's the blow up for it.
Of the same...
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the one that they're trying to run that administrative order on.
Like essentially if you're here blocking the entryway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Attorney says what you folks are doing is restoring the mandates of the Constitutional Republic.
Yeah. Restoration. Yeah. So.
And I didn't vote for Trump.
So
that'll tell you something.
So my main thing is that you are. And I'm not saying that we're going to enter. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you are not willing to make that arrest if we haven't violated statute.
Well,
legally, you can't, right? You're not allowed to. Yeah. Okay. And that is good. Ain't no buts. Ain't no buts. We can leave it at that. I like that because today you've held up your oath. And even though you didn't even have to sign it.
I aim to do, and I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Because you're our main focus. I want to tell you that.
Well, and
you're our main focus. These guys, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they'll do anything that you tell them to do. But because you've upheld your oath today, I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand again. Because I don't know if I finished my story, but I was talking about going to the public defender's office and being violated and have the police called on us, and we were told we were going to be trespassed if we didn't leave, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Imagine the people that have them 5 constitutional freedoms that had those one of them or many of them violated by the police. If we have public defender directors that are under the belief that you can't be in a public place with a camera based on some administrative policy that's not law.
So I know that these guys will love to see you go hands-on with us, but we don't want you to go hands-on with us.
I have a son to go home to. I do, and I have a son that I have to provide.
And I don't want to see you being the cause of the city or the state losing money. So we're gonna go on about our business. We're gonna head out, but I really appreciate your dedication, because today you did uphold it. She's out of control, right? So is the other lady, and these guys definitely would love to see you go hands-on.
We don't do it often. We don't do it often, but if you've got a paper and pencil, I'll give you our YouTube channels.
Yeah.
You can see that we go to the balloon festival. We ask cops if they know the 5 elements of the First Amendment, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you know,
5 elements? No, I don't think. I can't confidently say yes.
Well,
I know. I know it's freedom of speech.
Okay,
Speech. That's one.
Yeah.
Anyone?
I want to tell you. See, I don't like to just come in and stir the pot after it's done. I like to educate people on how it got that way.
Yeah.
Just remember the term RAPS: religion, assembly, and I always get a kick out of this one. I always did press.
The press.
Petition. And speech. RAPPS. RAPS.
Because petition as well. So press and petition are the two P's, and then of course
Now that's
speech.
not necessarily the way that they were
Religion,
ratified,
assembly, press, petition, speech.
within the Constitution, but that was just an easy acronym. Remember that PPA.
RAPS.
Well, yeah. No, I have to do that too to be able to remember.
Yeah.
I guess you could have done PARPs.
But yeah, man, you might see something on there you don't like or you don't agree with, but that's okay. You know, if you want to look at it,
If you don't mind.
throw a comment in. I love having good conversations.
Mine is LETZ OTVO. That stands for Let's Overturn Terry versus Ohio. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
You know the Terry stop, the stop and frisk stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, familiar with it.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Maybe one day that'll
give
be
you a little
gone.
history on it. It happened back in 1968.
Yeah.
It was really main.
Was it 67 or
It was
68?
around
Yeah.
having more control of the black people, seriously. And it allowed officers to simply walk up to somebody because they had a suspicion that you might have it.
Yes, the reasonable, articulable suspicion.
And
thing.
even today that definition gets lost because officers think that you might look suspicious just being here with a camera.
Yeah.
But that's not reasonable articulable.
It's supposed to be of a crime.
Of a crime.
And
that's
they
why I was showing you
take
on
part
that
out.
thing.
Like the ifs.
That highlighted
They
thing
take
is
out
if.
certain parts. Yeah.
You can have me leave. You can make me leave, and all this stuff. If I'm doing something.
And then my channel is Clay, CLAY, Foundations.
How many bedrooms do you have?
And so they're both on YouTube. It's actually Clay Foundations 1A Press. 1A.
One, like number one?
Yeah, A Press. Yeah.
I think there's an @ symbol. If I think if you just type
Can't
in
miss
that
it.
or type in that, it'll come up.
Yeah, I'll check.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Let me see
Only
if I have
because
a
you've
file.
been so cordial, and I usually don't get involved in a whole lot of things, but at this stage in my life, I've never thought that I'd be having
Thank
to
you so much.
feel the necessity
it's-
to go out and do what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Got your email and
If
everything.
I don't do
Nice.
it, and he don't do it, who else is actually doing it?
Yeah.
You got people like me at the city council that have been going there for 14 years, and they talk about the same thing. You go back and you look 50 years ago at the movie Network, the old man, I'm tired of this shit, I'm not going to take it anymore. And what's happened? It's gotten worse.
Right.
It started out, you could come in, and then they didn't want to deal with this, so they sent you to the phone line. Then the phone line, then they sent you in an answering machine. And then they got tired of answering the phone line and the answering machine that they put up there, glass walls. That now you can't even, you can't sneeze on them is the way I like to say, right? And now that you can't sneeze on them, now you can't even film them sneezing.
Right.
All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
I'm
guys
sure
very much.
I'm sure we'll be back. We'll see what we can take care of,
And
man.
it's,
That particular statue, anybody can take a paper. I can take a piece of toilet paper and make a statue. I mean, make a policy, right? But unless it's found, you know, there's a foundation in constitutional state law, it's, I don't care how long it's been in place. Just because nobody complains doesn't mean that it's a valid thing. You
This
know,
is how
it's
statutes
like,
get challenged.
Wheelchair accessibility. Guy come in
Same
with
way.
a wheelchair. I need
Ballot
to get
policy.
up to court.
Same thing.
Ain't nobody here to carry you.
So, all right, man.
Thanks again.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves.
All right,
Now we'll go across the street.
Same
cause
thing.
More hate.
It's funny until it's not funny. No touchy coppers. It's funny until it's not funny. No touchy coppers. Who wouldn't want to stop the cops from putting their hands on people? Unless the crime they commit warrants it. Equal treatment under color of law. Another mistreatment of justice. It's funny till it's not funny. No touchy coppers. Oh, touchy coppers. No touchy coppers. Fuck the loyal order of leather. This conspiracy is not a theory. Brady listings, what a bunch of pig shit. Honor's a terrible thing to waste. Oath breaking's made easy. Honor's a terrible thing to waste. Breaking the oath is easy. It's funny till it's not funny. No touchy coppers. No touchy coppers. No touchy coppers. A season of snooze alarms sounding general. Quarters, nickels, dimes for change. Pomp display of reverence of the fallen. Clearly for those failing daily. Ignorance of law enforcers. No excuse by now. Sign the oath and live it. Sign the oath and live it. It's funny till it's not funny. No touchy coppers. It's funny till it's not funny. No touchy coppers.